They killed someone. You didn't see her this morning like I did, like a mummy, petrified. How could anyone do this? Why didn't she just step up and be a mom? On November 4th, 2011, in Whitmore, California, two women, Corey and Alejandra, stumbled upon a horrifying secret hidden deep in their roommate's closet. Investigators scrambled for answers, but found themselves tangled in a web of lies and deception. Clues pointed to a tragedy far worse than anyone could imagine. But the full truth remained buried, till one person finally revealed the chilling details. I just want my mom. The following footage has never been seen before. The Julian Youth Academy, a faith-based boarding school for troubled teens, sits quietly in the woods of Northern California. It's home to students and staff counselors alike. The story begins on November 4th, when a new roommate moves into the dorm-style cabins. Alejandra, a fellow employee, helps the new roommate search for blankets. But what they find is far from ordinary. Alejandra later tells investigators about the shocking discovery. Another roommate was moving in, and she didn't have any blankets. It was freezing, so I offered to check Jessica's room. I noticed a pile of blankets in the corner. When I lifted them, I saw a mummified baby, face down. At first, I thought it was fake, like a Halloween prop. But when I picked it up, it was heavy. It's too heavy to be plastic. I turned it over, and that's when I saw it was real. I called my roommate to see it. I didn't know what to think. It was terrifying. The women covered the baby with blankets and went to bed. But the next morning, Corey couldn't shake the image from her mind. She woke Alejandra, and they checked again. This time, they were sure it was real. They told their boss, Tiffany, and together they searched the campus, even looking in Jessica's car. But the baby was gone. 2 days later, on November 6th, Tiffany called the Shasta County Police. Deputy Tipping arrived to investigate. Jessica was called to the office and admitted she had given birth to the child. She led the deputy to a utility room near her residence, where he found the remains of a baby girl hidden under a pink pillow in a laundry basket. Detective Jackson was called to the scene. He brought Jessica in for questioning, but he had no idea how deep the lies went. Jessica explained she had given birth on September 19th, nearly 2 months earlier. She claimed the baby wasn't breathing when she was born. So she hid the body, terrified of losing her job and disappointing her family. But as investigators dug deeper, they found inconsistencies. Hospital discharge papers in Jessica's room suggested she had given birth in a hospital, not outside under the deck, as she claimed. Detectives also found blood-stained sweatpants, a soiled blanket, and documents about disposing of human remains. Under her bed, they discovered the ashes of another baby, Bella, who had died in 2010. Jessica admitted she had hidden that pregnancy too. She said she didn't want to hurt Javon, her boyfriend, who had been devastated when Bella was stillborn. But this time, the baby had been alive. Jessica confessed she tried to care for her but couldn't produce milk. She claimed the baby starved, but detectives weren't convinced. A maintenance worker came forward, saying he had heard a baby crying in an empty cabin weeks earlier. Investigators searched the cabin and found baby bottles, a breast pump, and other supplies. Jessica had access to everything she needed to care for the baby, but chose not to. In the end, Jessica admitted her actions were selfish. She didn't want to lose her job or disappoint Javon. But her choices led to the baby's death. On November 9, 2011, Jessica Nicole Bradford was charged with murder and child abuse. She was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years. I just want my mom. The baby's cause of death couldn't be determined due to advanced decomposition, but starvation couldn't be ruled out. Jessica's story is a haunting reminder of how fear and shame can lead to unthinkable actions.